My child, still your hands and quiet your thoughts. Heaven has just stepped into your timeline. You didn't stumble upon this message. I sent it straight into your heart's atmosphere. The title you read wasn't bait. It was a divine signal. Good news has arrived, and your name is engraved upon it in light that doesn't fade. This isn't just another comforting word or another video meant to inspire for a few minutes. This is a heavenly interruption, a sacred dispatch from my throne into the middle of your battle. Every word that follows carries the frequency of breakthrough. The pauses between the sentences carry deliverance. The silence between phrases is filled with my whisper. Don't scroll away. Don't minimize what I am doing right now. Stay, not out of curiosity, but because your spirit knows this moment is holy. Before this message ends, something in you will shift deeply, permanently. Chains you forgot you carried will break. Confusion will give way to clarity. Your next step will become so visible that fear won't be able to argue with it. This isn't coincidence. It's calling. Heaven doesn't operate through accidents, only appointments. I've guided you here through invisible threads, quiet nudges, divine interruptions, and whispers you mistook for your own thoughts. I've been moving in the shadows of your schedule, preparing this meeting long before you woke today. I saw your heart's silent ache beneath your busy routine. I heard the prayer behind the sighs, the quiet desperation that said, God, if you still speak, I need to hear you now. And so here I am, not as a story, not as an idea, but as presence. This is not an inspirational moment. It's an encounter. This is not merely a message. It's a movement. You didn't click this. You were called to it. You didn't find it. It found you. Before this word ever reached your screen, your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. Angels carried your story before me, and I reviewed every detail of your waiting. I sealed this word with urgency and divine timing. Every delay, every tear, every question, I used them to prepare you for this very second. I know what it's like to feel unseen, to wonder if I still move like I once did, if I still interrupt the natural with the supernatural. And today, I answer that doubt with my presence. Yes, I still move. Yes, I still orchestrate miracles in silence. And yes, I just did it again, by bringing you here. I have arranged a collision between your current reality and my eternal promise. This isn't a moment for spectatorship. It's a summons for transformation. You're not just reading my words. You're stepping through a doorway into a shift I've already set in motion. Feel the weight of this, not the pressure to perform, but the weight of glory. The invisible atmosphere around you is trembling with change. What was once delayed is being released. What was once hidden is being uncovered. The things you thought you missed are coming full circle, because you were never behind, only being aligned. Child, I need you to understand this. My timing is perfect, even when it seems painfully slow. You didn't miss your moment. I was maturing it. I wasn't ignoring you. I was integrating every detail for maximum impact. The waiting was not punishment. It was preparation. What you are about to witness is not metaphorical, and it's monumental. There is a literal shift occurring in the unseen right now. Walls that whispered not yet are shaking. Barriers built by fear are collapsing. What was once suspended above you in spiritual traffic is now descending into your reality. The clearance has been granted. The runway is clear. The winds of delay have lifted. You're about to see heaven's decree override every obstacle that stood in your way. You thought the waiting meant I'd changed my mind. But I never withdrew my word. I was aligning the magnitude of what's coming to your capacity to carry it. The delay wasn't denial, it was design. I wasn't withholding your blessing. I was widening your foundation. I know it was frustrating. You asked me, why did the doors stay closed? Why did the opportunities pass me by? But now you'll see, the shut doors were shields. The missed chances were mercy. The seasons that felt wasted were training grounds for this very release, and now the appointed time has arrived. The command has been spoken in heaven's language. Let it move. Every second from now forward carries movement. You are not circling anymore. You are landing. What's been hovering in prophecy is becoming visible in reality. The spiritual shift is crossing over into natural space, and you are standing right in the epicenter. This isn't about striving anymore. It's about surrender. I'm not asking for perfection, I'm asking for position. Open your heart. Drop the armor. Let hope breathe again. This is not the time to brace for disappointment. It's the moment to expect fulfillment. The sound you sense that's stirring deep within, it's not anxiety. It's the sound of sudden movement, the frequency of favor. You won't hear it with your physical ears, but your spirit already recognizes it. The waiting season has served its purpose. The good news is no longer on the way, it has arrived. And it carries its own momentum. From this moment forward, everything begins to accelerate. Not by your might, not by your effort, but by my decree. The gravity that once held you back has been broken. You are stepping into divine flow, and nothing can pull you back to where you were before this moment. This is your turning point, my child. Heaven has entered your timeline. You are standing in divine interruption, and your story will never sound the same again. Oh, my beloved child, if only your eyes could see what I see when I look at you right now. The atmosphere around you is shifting, not slightly, not gradually, but completely. What once felt like ordinary air is now charged with my presence. The stillness you feared was not neglect. It was set up when you cried, "Lord, do you still move like you did before? Do you still visit like you once did?" My heart heard every whisper, and this is my answer, not in theory, but in manifestation. I am here. I've come to show you that I do not need thunder to speak or earthquakes to move. I'm here to prove that even in silence, I am shaping destiny. You've walked through seasons where your prayers seemed to vanish, where your worship felt unanswered, where the sky above you appeared sealed. You mistook my silence for rejection, but it was never punishment. It was preparation. You thought I was far away, but I was nearer than your breath, working in dimensions your eyes couldn't reach. I must tell you the truth, my child. Silence is one of my holiest languages. It is the sound of strategy. While you saw stillness, I saw structure being laid. While you thought I'd stopped speaking, I was building what words could not yet describe. In those quiet nights when you questioned whether I'd walked away, I was actually standing behind the veil, arranging every variable with surgical precision. I was aligning people, moving obstacles, and redirecting paths. I was rerouting timelines to synchronize perfectly with my divine clock. The silence wasn't because I didn't care. It was because I cared too much to speak too soon. Had I answered before the foundation was ready, the weight of your blessing would have crushed what I was still strengthening within you. I know you longed for confirmation, for visible signs that I was listening. You prayed for doors to open, but when they didn't, you feared I had closed them forever. Yet in truth, I was guarding your promise, hiding it beneath layers of mercy and secrecy so that no attack could find it. Your silent seasons were not failures. They were furnaces. I used the fire of waiting to purify your faith. I used the ache of unanswered prayers to anchor your trust. I allowed the silence to stretch you, not to destroy you, but to prepare you for the sound that's now returning. Do you know what was really happening while you wept? While you lay awake asking, why haven't you answered? I was giving instructions to angels. I was speaking in codes the enemy couldn't decode. I was whispering directions into the winds, recalibrating entire alignments so that when your promise arrived, it would fit you perfectly. No struggle, no striving, no delay. You saw delay. I saw design. You saw waiting. I saw weaving. Every prayer you whispered became a seed in the soil of silence. And now that soil has begun to break open. The harvest is coming through, quietly but powerfully. I never wasted a tear. I never ignored a cry. I bottled every ache and turned it into architecture for your breakthrough. So now, my child, the silence breaks, not with chaos, but with revelation. You are stepping into a season where what I built in private will manifest in public. What I formed in secret is now ready for display. Do not resent the seasons that felt empty. They were holy incubators. Don't curse the quiet. It was your classroom. I was teaching you to recognize my presence even when my voice was whisper soft. I was training you to trust what you could not trace. If I had spoken loudly back then, you might have relied on my sound, not my spirit. So I withdrew my volume to deepen your discernment. Now you can sense me even in subtle winds, even in still rooms, even in the pause before a miracle. This is maturity, when my children learn that silence is not distance, but depth. Everything I prepared in hiddenness was built to last. What I created behind the veil cannot be stolen, shaken, or imitated, because it was crafted in the secret place, shielded by my own hand. I did not build your destiny under spotlights. I built it in silence so that when I unveil it, no one. You've mistaken invisibility for insignificance. But I hide what's holy. I veil what's valuable. I bury treasures until the time of unveiling arrives. And that time, beloved, is now. The stillness is breaking. The whisper is becoming word. The word is becoming movement. Every delay is turning into direction. Every pause is becoming a push. Every quiet night is being answered with a sunrise of clarity. You will soon see what I've been constructing behind the curtain, the reason for the stillness, the purpose in the pause. You will stand in awe, not just at the blessing, but at the brilliance of the process. My silence didn't stall you. It saved you. It kept you from premature exposure. Because what I've prepared is not fragile, it's fortified. It's not paper thin. It's iron strong. It's not borrowed. It's birthed. You thought I stopped speaking, but I was communicating through shifts, through closed doors, through sudden redirections that frustrated you, through people leaving and paths changing. It wasn't chaos, it was calibration. And now, as the silence lifts, my voice returns with both tenderness and thunder. You will finally understand that not one moment was wasted, not one second was void of meaning. Even the times you thought I was gone, I was there, writing chapters that demons couldn't edit. You are stepping into manifestation, child. The unseen is about to become seen. The hidden is about to be heralded. And as I speak, heaven releases motion. So when you look back at the silence, you will no longer call it punishment. You'll call it proof. Proof that I loved you enough to build it right. You'll say, he wasn't ignoring me. He was insulating me. You'll realize that my quiet was not withdrawal. It was wisdom. The silence has ended. The delivery has begun. And everything I prepared in the unseen is now arriving, seen, sealed, and shining with my glory. Oh, my precious one, if only you could see what I see when I speak your name. Your life has never been out of my sight, not once. When you whispered to me in exhaustion, when your knees touched the floor in rooms where no one else heard, I was there, recording every sound of surrender. You thought those quiet tears went unnoticed, but each one became sacred incense before my throne. Your waiting was never wasted. It was worship, even when you didn't realize it. And now, child, listen carefully. I have dispatched angels, fierce and radiant, whose only mission is to clear the path before you. The resistance that surrounded your life, those invisible blockages, those spiritual delays, they are being dismantled right now. The unseen is trembling under the weight of what I've commanded. The season of waiting is over. The atmosphere is clearing. The doors you thought were sealed are beginning to groan open. You don't need to force them. They're opening by my word, not by your striving. You remember that door, don't you? The one you stood before in faith, only to walk away disappointed. The one that seemed to mock your prayers. The one that hurt too much to hope for again. You told yourself, maybe it's not mine. Maybe it was never meant to be. But while you were grieving, I was still working. Behind that very door, I was adjusting atmospheres, realigning timelines, and perfecting conditions. I never locked it as punishment. I sealed it for preservation. Because some doors, my child, are too sacred to open in a hurry. If I had opened it when you first asked, it would have crushed you with its weight. The blessing would have felt like a burden. The opportunity would have outgrown your capacity. So I waited until your strength matched your assignment, until your maturity matched your mantle. Now listen, the atmosphere has shifted. The lock is breaking, the hinges are loosening. The rust of delay is falling away. Not because you pushed harder, but because I have spoken to it. I have whispered to your door, and my breath has touched its threshold. What once said never is now saying now. The creak you feel in your spirit isn't imagination, it's movement. Glory is groaning toward manifestation. I am not teasing you with hope. I'm trusting you with destiny. You are about to walk through what you once wept over. This isn't about effort. It's about alignment. I'm opening it for you, not because of performance, but because of promise. This door recognizes your obedience. It knows your name. It responds to my decree. Do you feel that stirring inside you? That trembling between peace and awe? That's the sound of fulfillment approaching. It's not anxiety, it's arrival. The promise you thought you lost has been circling back, escorted by angels carrying proof that I never forgot, never fumbled, never failed you. What's on the other side of this door will not resemble the disappointment of the past. This isn't a recycled opportunity. It's a brand new release, designed in eternity and delivered in perfect timing. You will not have to fight to prove it's yours. My signature will be all over it. The wrapping will carry the scent of my presence. It will fit your spirit so perfectly that even skeptics will have to say, surely the Lord did this. You see, child, when I deliver, I do not bring fragments. I bring fullness. You won't have to piece together broken blessings or stretch scraps into provision. What's arriving now is complete, whole, overflowing. You won't just be blessed. You'll be aligned. You won't just receive, you'll recognize. And yes, it will seem sudden. It will look like it happened overnight. But heaven has been building this moment for years. The blessing you are about to hold is not an accident. It's the product of divine architecture. I need you to believe me when I say the delay didn't mean denial. It meant design. I was protecting what I promised, ensuring no hand could steal or stain what I intended for you. You feared the delay meant I changed my mind, but I never wavered. I waited because I was aligning all the moving parts, the people, the timing, the place. The preparation, all of it needed to say yes at the same time. And now it has. You felt tension because your spirit sensed what was coming. Like a bow being drawn back, you were being stretched. Not to wound you, but to launch you. The pressure was preparation for precision. I know you wanted it sooner. I saw the nights you said, Lord, just let it happen. But had I done it then, it would have crushed what I was still cultivating in you. The promise was ready, but you weren't done becoming the person who could carry it. Now you are. The time of holding back has ended. The vaults of heaven are open. The arrows of destiny are being released. You're not waiting anymore. You're witnessing. This is not just an answer. It's an arrival. Not a hint of hope, but a hand of fulfillment. What you thought was lost in transition has landed. The delivery is here. You'll feel it not only in your spirit, but in your reality. Situations will shift. Conversations will align. Delays will dissolve without explanation. and you will know this was God's doing. Child, I didn't just restore what was delayed. I multiplied it. What took years will now happen in days. What seemed unreachable will now unfold effortlessly. I am not sending leftovers. I am sending legacy. You are not receiving fragments. You are receiving fulfillment. The blessing isn't coming to you, it's coming through you. What I release into your life will ripple beyond your story. It will awaken faith in others, proving that waiting was never in vain. No more fear of almost. No more bracing for disappointment. The cycle of nearly has ended. You are stepping into the completion of what I promised, so take a breath. Lift your eyes. The door is open. Walk through not as one uncertain, but as one summoned. This moment is not metaphorical, it is measurable, tangible, real. The delay has lifted. The delivery has landed. And this time, child, it's here to stay. My beloved child, you've spent seasons wondering why I hid you, why doors that opened for others stayed closed for you, why opportunities seemed to pass like clouds while you stood still beneath an unchanged sky. But hear me now. I hid you on purpose. You were never buried in failure. You were planted in promise. In a world obsessed with exposure, I chose to conceal you. I covered your name, veiled your path, and kept you unseen. Not because you were unworthy, but because you were worth protecting. I wasn't punishing you. I was preserving you. You see, visibility without maturity is dangerous. Elevation without roots is fragile. And I love you too much to let your destiny collapse under premature spotlight. So while others ran toward recognition, I wrapped you in divine obscurity. You weren't overlooked. You were overprotected. I needed time to forge your faith where no audience could interfere. I needed you to know my voice so intimately that you would follow it even when applause was absent. In hiddenness, I trained your hands for unseen battles and taught your heart to rest without reward. Now, the time of unveiling has come. I'm not revealing you for entertainment or attention. I'm revealing you for impact. I'm calling forth the voice I've refined, the anointing I've pressed, the oil I've purified in silence. You're not being revealed as a brand. You're being released as a vessel. This unveiling will not be noisy. It will be noticeable. Those who ignored you will see what I've built in you, not because you shouted, but because you shone. The oil on your life can't be copied, because it was born through crushing no one else endured. The same place you were hidden will become the place where you're heralded. Not because you tried harder, but because you will carry my presence into rooms where people have forgotten what presence feels like. You'll speak peace into chaos. You'll bring light to those who've only known delay. But remember this, what I'm unveiling is not for your comfort. It's for my kingdom. You're not being shown to the world to impress it, but to illuminate it. You're not a trophy, you're a torch. You will light the paths of others still walking through the dark corridors you once cried in. You will speak hope into hearts that are breaking the same way yours once did. You will be my evidence that silence was never waste. It was womb. And when people ask you, how did you survive? You'll smile and say, I was hidden in God. But this unveiling is only part of what I'm doing, child. Because now I'm also restoring. You've lost things you thought would never return. Friendships faded, opportunities dissolved, dreams seemed to slip away. You tried to hold on, but they broke anyway. You've grieved in silence over things no one even knew you lost. And I saw every moment. I saw the night you stared at the ceiling, replaying memories that hurt too much to hold. I saw the ache you tried to numb, the prayers you whispered through trembling lips. God, I gave everything. Why does it still hurt? I never turned away. I never looked past your pain. I gathered every tear and wrote it into my plan of restoration. Child, I restore differently than the world does. I don't return things as they were. I redeem them to what they were always meant to be. When I give back, I multiply. When I rebuild, I beautify. When I heal, I make whole. You thought the years were lost, but they were stored. Every moment you spent faithful in sorrow became seed for joy. Every heartbreak became fertilizer for purpose. And now the harvest is ready. What was taken in tears will return in double joy. What slipped through your hands will reappear in a form you never imagined. I'm not repaying you with leftovers. I'm flooding you with abundance. Favor will find you where rejection once lived. Honor will replace